Recording. Hey, gang. Hey, Yvonne. Yay. Can we hear you? I don't know. I can't hear you, but you're muted. So
Okay.
there you are. Wait.
Oh, yay.
Yay. Hi. Okay. Well, we want to welcome everybody here to, let's see, am I recording? I am. I always have to make sure I'm recording. To our call post summit. It was awesome. It was amazing. It was the last time in Nashville, the last time to have that awesome, amazing homemade waffle cone ice cream. We are totally finding an ice cream place in New Orleans because I still dream of that waffle cone. Am I right, Sarah? Am I right, Gina? I mean, it was good. It was so hot. It was good. I'm guessing that in New Orleans, you also have to pack as many changes of underwear as you do for Tennessee. And we will continue to talk about that. The link is in everywhere. I think I put it in Coaching 101. I think I put it everywhere. Get your ticket. Like, if you want to move your business forward, you've got to be there. It's just like, there are so many things, like millionaires in the company sharing sharing scripts, sharing, this is how I post on my social media. Here's the schedule. Here's a copy of my invite I send to people. And on top of that, just the energy. It's just awesome. It's amazing. It's $145 to be able to get there. That's the non-transferable fee. So if you aren't able to make it, you lose out on it. But that for me was a game changer. It was like, when I was very first time, I was like, that's super hard, super stressful. I don't know if I could do it. But here's the deal. Like, that's skin in the game. And honestly, $104, that's 5 challenge packs, that's more. That's 3 to 4 challenge packs. And so really put skin in the game and then get 3 to 4 people into your next challenge group. And if you're going, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can sell a challenge pack. I don't know if I can get people into my next challenge group. Well, then maybe that's why you are stuck where you are in your business, because you don't have confidence that you can help people in these challenge groups. And that's coming across in your invites. So honestly, for me, I bought a ticket to Summit and I said, I'm going to get 3 to 4 people in my next challenge group because I got to cover that price. I've got to cover that on my credit card. And as soon as I bought that ticket and I had to get that money to cover the price, I invited like nothing else. It put skin in the game, fire in my belly, fire under my butt, whatever you want to call it. And I invited with confidence because like, you need to be in this challenge group. So I know that you guys know Cecilia. Cecilia has an amazing story. She is moving cross country. She is she could use a lot of excuses, but she's already got her ticket. She's already bought her ticket to go. I've already got my ticket to go. I've already got hotel rooms in New Orleans, right? Okay. I am there. And it's those people who commit to go who will then do what it takes to be there. So I can't stress enough, getting there to Summit July 13th to the 16th. It's my birthday weekend, so there's going to be some awesomeness happening. I know Cecilia's got to try and figure out if she wants to bring her whole family because it's also her daughter's birthday. But honestly, the cool thing is that she's like, we're going to try and figure out if we can bring the whole family. But like, it's not like, I can't go because it's my daughter's birthday. Like, she's building a future for her daughter. So she put skin in the game and said, if I can't bring my daughter, we'll celebrate her birthday another weekend because I'm going to have a successful business. And so CoachSummit2017.com, get there, get your ticket. I don't know how many it might sell out. Honestly, I'm not sure because we're in the Superdome, so I think it's bigger. I think that maybe because last year it was at $99, so a lot of people just were like $100, whatever. So they kind of threw $100 at it, whether or not they're going to make it or not. And now that it's $145, it's a little bit more of a commitment. It's a little bit more skin in the game. I think they're not selling tickets as fast because I know that last year I got my ticket the night they announced it. And by that afternoon in the training sessions, they announced Summit sold out. So if you haven't got your ticket yet, you're very lucky that it's not sold out. So grab that ticket, skin in the game, show that you are owning your business. And with that, I'm going to actually, you guys know me, I'm visual. And so I am going to do a screen share because I just have to do slides because I need to stay on track. Otherwise, I will talk forever. And we don't want me to talk forever. I can talk forever if you want me to. But honestly, guys, this is the group that came in the stadium. It was awesome. It was amazing. Like, there was laughter. There was tears of joy, tears of frustration. There was jokes, like nothing else, bonding. It was amazing. And so I'm super proud of these women here. And we all committed to not only being there next year, but also being 2-star diamond and 5-star diamond and elite coaches, premier coaches, getting perks. I mean, there are so many perks to getting, premier coaches. You get extra money when you hit Success Club the next year. You get sneak peeks extra before. You get special seating. You get all sorts of different things being premier and elite coach on top of the paycheck. So tonight is going to be called, is the title is What Are You Waiting For? And that really was what hit home to me. We're going to go over our announcements. Real quick, the Fixate Cooking Show. All those recipes in the Fixate Cookbook? Well, guess what? There's a Fixate Cookbook too. I don't know if the cookbook is actually going to come out, but Autumn Calabrese joined up with her brother, who is like a world famous chef in New York. And he was visiting, and he's like, she's like, oh my gosh, yeah, you can make all these foods, but can you make this? And he's like, I don't know. And he made it, and he was like, wow, it's pretty good. And so they started playing around and came up with the idea of grabbing all the recipes in the Fixate cookbook and making a YouTube, or not YouTube, on demand, Beachbody on demand. Beachbody on demand, okay guys, 30 days free to try out all these programs along with a whole bunch of other stuff. So this Fixate Cooking Show is going to be late in August, and it's going to be all those recipes in video format. She brings in her son to try cauliflower, I think it was cauliflower fries. And he's super cute. I saw kind of a behind the scenes look at that. That was really cute. And not just the Fixate Cookbook recipes, but tons of recipes. So it's a healthy cooking show. It's like the Food Network healthy. And it's gonna be on Beachbody On Demand. The Health Bet. Holy freaking blow your mind. Okay, you guys ever like the diet bet? Like that thing where you put money into a pot, and then if you reach your goal, you get some of the pot, and it's like, because we're always trying to do prizes in our challenge groups. We know people are motivated. Beachbody put in $1 million in the pot. And then for every challenge pack sold this month, which is Team Cut month, they're going to put another $5 in the pot, up to $3 million. And then in the month of September, I think it's starting September 5th on that Monday, and then going into a little bit into October, if you log in the My Challenge Tracker. So we all looked at each other, we're like, My Challenge Tracker app, we're going back to that. I struggle with that because it doesn't do live video, and it doesn't do video very well. And I really love video because I'm just so animated and people get it. But if you on the month of September, if you log Shakeology 5 times and your workout 3 times every single week for 4 weeks, you get a piece of that $3 million pot. Now, they can't guarantee how much it is because it depends on how many people do that for 4 weeks. And I'm saying 3 million, but it all depends on how many challenge packs are sold. If I have no doubt with the Team Cup month that will have 3 million. So if coaches are allowed, your customers, talk to everybody because they want to have Shakeology. They want to be doing a workout. They need to be honest. Don't just be logging your Shakeology if you're not drinking your Shakeology. Beachbody may not know, but he knows. I'm just putting that out there. You get a chance to get a cut of a $3 million pot just for working out and logging your stuff. So hello, that's what we're gonna be focusing on September, getting a whole bunch of people. So I hope that you're talking to tons of people now. Our next challenge group start date is August 15th. Have a challenger with you to join that group because then that'll help them get started. So yeah, so that's the health bet. I don't even know if I spelled that right or put that on right. Core de Force. Okay, we did the Joel and Jericho workout, and that was amazing. And our fingers are crossed, and our wishes came true. Joel and Jericho have put together a Core de Force, and you guys who were before when Les Mills was a part of Beachbody, And they had Les Mills Combat. It's a mixed martial arts program, but not like Combat. Combat was like kind of, I want to say like old school DVD format sort of deal. And this sounds like it's going to be way different. It's going to be like, 3-minute rounds in the, like in the ring, with way more of the different moves and styles of MMA. And I loved what Jericho said. Okay, they say badass in the infomercial. So this is going to be an awesome program. I was like, this is my program. This is my program because I'm a badass mom. That's what I say. And so I love what she said, because as they were coming up with this concept, she was still pregnant. So they're drawing out the plans, sit in the office, and she's pregnant, and it's her first one. She said, I had no idea what was going to happen, what it was going to be like, what after I gave birth, what I was going to be like. And we're drawing up this plan, and I was hoping I was going to be able to do it. She said, then I had my baby, and we're trying to get ready for this program. And she said previously, she just zeroed in on her diet. She'd do like a countdown of competition type of thing and get really ripped, or a shoot, or because Les Mills does a lot of like monthly rounds sort of thing too. And she said, I couldn't do that. And so I was starting to feel really self-conscious and really upset and frustrated. And she said, but then I realized that's what this program is about. It's about empowerment. She was up late through nights. She's nursing while they shoot this program. And she was 4 months postpartum when they shot it. And she said, I don't have the 6-pack that I've always had. She said, I darn straight got fit, and healthy real quick. But she said, I don't have the ripped body that I have had in the past. And she said, and I think that made, for me, she said, this program, I put more heart and soul into it than any other program or any other video that I've shot before. And I loved that.
Friends, I'm Jen.
Okay.
I'll be your bye-bye.
Who's that? I'm hearing somebody's audio. Doo-doo.
Hey!
Sarah, you're not muted. I muted you. You're good. That's fine. Hi, Jax. See, that's what it's about. It's about being a mom and making things work. Sarah is a perfect example. I'm going to talk about her in just a little bit. Sorry, but I just like core day force. I've been needing something to like kick my butt and motivate me and like inspiration. And so they came out. I love Jericho. So her being a part of this program, I was crying and I texted Cam. I was like, it's got my name in it. So I'm so excited about this program. Challenge packs on sale, Team Beachbody Cup month. And just August is just like a go out there and get people committed to their health. And so Country Heat, 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, 22-minute hardcore, size, and PiYo. I was a little bit just like, I love to have Max flirting in there, but size is Sean's thing. I think having, like they had 21-day fix, why can't they do 21-day fix extreme as well? Why can't they do size? And anyway, and the Kickstart, the Kickstart is that it comes with the refresh. So you get the program, and you get the refresh with it. And so you get everything that comes in the challenge pack plus the refresh, the 3-day, just clean. It's not a cleanse, it's just kind of like a clean up your eating sort of deal. So that's $180 for all of those. The club Kickstart is awesome to have the refresh, the club membership for 3 months. Hello, there's your health bet, and the portion control containers come with it. So seriously, guys, like there is no excuses. There is something in this list for everybody. And Country Heat, I unlocked it today, and the kids and I are we're gonna kind of try and do what we need to clean up. And there was tears of tantrums, and we've been willing and gnashing a tooth in suit. So we're gonna do it tomorrow morning. We're gonna do Country Heat together. And I am looking at the photos, and it's one of those things where I kind of want to prove it wrong, but I'd love to be proven wrong about Country Heat. But the idea is that this is let's have fun these next 5 months. Country Heat is a program that anybody can do. Like, you don't even have to feel embarrassed about modifying, because you don't need to modify. Like, it's a dancing, it's not country line dancing. It is a country dance. It's not country line dancing. Apparently there's a difference, but it is a country dance program. So challenge packs on sale, go after it. And we're going to talk about that. Oh, there you go. Sarah Hatch, like freaking the bomb. Okay. Like 5 months pregnant, and she was up. She went to everything. She's there with us at 3 freaking o'clock in the morning, waiting to do a super workout. She was there for an hour and a half doing this workout in the middle of 25,000 other people. And guys, the light bulbs that like her eyes lit up, like you could just like, it was like smell like the whole entire time, like she got it. She has a vision. And I wanted to put here, for all the speakers we've heard and are going to hear, I've been thinking a lot about goals and what kind of work this business will take. And one thing that keeps coming to mind is how many people are here who are eager and who are going to do what it takes to make this work. There's something so special about being around people who have that amazing mindset that they want something more out of this life and are willing to work for it. Sarah, you are one of those people for me, okay? You're one of those people for me. Sarah has been through a lot. She's got a lot on her plate. And I was just so excited to hear, just, you could tell that she saw the vision. That's what being at these live events are all about. You could tell that a lot of people sometimes look at things and go, well, that's good for them. Or, you know, I'm never going to get there. But she's like, I'm going to be on that field. And that's going to be fun. and standing there, and I was like, we were sitting there at the wall going, okay, what star diamond? She's like, she didn't even hesitate. 2-star diamond. 2-star diamond. Put me there, man. My name's right up there. And it was so cool to see. So I asked her if she would share just a few minutes, just some of the takeaways as a coach new to Summit. Wasn't even quite sure if she was wanting to go. Kind of what you expected, what you got out of it, and what advice you took to heart. So if you'll unmute yourself and take over.
Okay, it wouldn't let me unmute myself. Okay, so I don't really think I knew what to expect going into Summit, just because, I mean, I hadn't really been, and like I had heard that it was like a game changer for so many people, but I wasn't really sure, you know, I wanted to kind of experience it for myself before I decided if that was true or not. Anyway, so some of the things that like really stood out to me while I was there, the big thing I noticed is that like it's not things that I haven't heard before, it's just things that kind of spoke to me in a different way for some reason. And so like one of the big things like stood out was they said to just be you when you're posting. And like they said, if you couldn't read it out loud and you know, and it sounds like something you would say to your friend or whatever, then you probably shouldn't be posting it. And so like that's been something that I've applied a lot in the last week, is if it's not something that I would say to one of my friends, then I'm not even, you know, then I don't think it comes across as very honest, I guess. And then another thing, this one was from Amy Silverman, but it's kind of on that same thing. She said, don't be afraid to share your opinions on things, which I think pretty much since my Facebook page became, you know, kind of like a business page, I was a little bit nervous to share things just because I didn't want all that negativity that could come. And so I was really anxious about that. But that was one of the things that it was like, there's a few things that I'll see every once in a while. I'm like, oh, like this is how I feel about it. But I don't know, it kind of just clicked like, oh, I can share these things because then it's going to attract people like me rather than attracting people that would be offended by somebody like me, you know. And so that was kind of cool. And then another thing I've noticed, like for me specifically, I have a hard time when I'm talking to people, finding, I think a lot of people turn the conversation around to me, and I wasn't really sure why our conversations weren't going anywhere. And so one of the things that, I don't even know who said it right now, but they said to listen more than you talk. And again, it's something I've heard and I knew, but I think I let people direct the conversation back to me too often. And so that was something I've also put into practice a lot this week, and I've noticed that like my conversations are getting farther and I'm learning more about people because I don't really let them talk about me. I try to adjust it back so that I can learn more about them and like where they're at. And anyway, so that was a good one. And then like having support, it's nice. I've seen it a lot since we got back, but like, you know, all of us commenting on each other's things and posting, it just like creates this level of support that everybody can see. And I think that's awesome. So I've been trying to be better about supporting other people, you know, and like one of my goals in this next week is to find a success partner, and they gave us a couple Facebook pages to check out. So I'm going to check out that, but kind of just about how you don't have to do it all yourself. You know, you can find somebody to help you out and split the work with you. And so I think especially, you know, sometimes I feel really overwhelmed with everything that I need to do. So adding in an extra group or any of that kind of stuff can seem like it might just be too much. So anyway, and then Gary Vaynerchuk, he was really funny to me. But when he said most people fail because they're not patient enough, they're not willing to put in the work, and they're not willing to do what it takes, but they want this dream job without doing anything for it. And I don't know, that just struck me as like, it's so true, because I've been looking at, you know, like my record with some of my coaches, and I'm like, why isn't this working? And it's because it's all people who wanted to jump in and just have this handed to them. And that's not the kind of business this is. It never was supposed to be that. And so it kind of made me feel less like a failure to know that, like, some people just don't want this. They don't, you know, they don't want it bad enough to work the amount of work they need to do. So, and then several people, like, just adding on to that, said, you know, you need to treat the business like $1 million business. If you want it to be one, treat it like it already is. And that one of the big things is people have a hard time with treating it that way, because they only paid $140 or whatever to get started. So it's easy to think of it that way. But like, I think there's a few times that I felt like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow, you know, instead of getting to it. But since I've been back, I've been really good about, you know, if I need to stay up late or whatever, I want to treat this like $1 million business so that I'm getting the benefits of it that way. And then another one from Amy Silverman, this is my last like huge aha moment, was that it's okay to share some of the struggles that we have as coaches, because I think a lot of times, like, people think, oh, you know, you start coaching, it's easy breezy. So when it's not easy for them, they feel like it's not meant for them. And so, like, it's the same thing where we're attracting, you know, people that maybe are not willing to put in the effort that they need to put in. And so that's kind of an interesting thought, you know, when you tell people like, hey, I stay up late, or hey, I worked really hard on this, or I got up early even if I didn't want to. It shows people like there is work to do, and if you're not willing to put it in, then you're not going to have the same amount of success that maybe other people would have. And so it attracts, you know, hard work attracts hard workers. And so maybe sharing some of the hard things that happen is a benefit, whereas before I kind of felt like you don't want to tell anybody the bad things that happen, because then they're going to be scared to try it out. And so anyway, those are a few of the big things that I got from Summit. Obviously there's like 100 more. I'm pretty sure Trevor's listened to me all week just spouting off random facts, but those are my big ones, I think.
Awesome. Yes. I was funny because driving home from the airport, I was just like, blah, 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 and like pulling to the driver, and I'm like, and how have you been, Cameron? You know, like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to double check with that. You're all right. Okay. So can I continue talking about my experience, right? I'm going to look at my notes right here. Hold on. And I love what you said, how that's something that I have started to say a lot in my new coach. I think Yvonne can attest to this, where I said, hey, you know what? The best thing about coaching is that it's, you know, it's only $140. It's a challenge pack. And so it's you getting fit and healthy. The worst thing about it is that it's only $140. And so, you know, it's really easy to do and really easy not to do. And I know you were really excited about going to Amy Silverman. And so I'm so glad that, you know, she delivered what you were hoping for, because she is awesome. And she is definitely somebody, if you want to like look at somebody, I would suggest, and Gary Vaynerchuk talked about this, where he's like, he doesn't look at other social media experts. He's like, why do I care what they're doing, you know? And same thing too, where I suggest looking at other coaches to kind of get their story to motivate you, but don't look at them and try and be them, because they are rocking them and they're attracting people who are like them. And you're not going to be able to do that because you are slightly different. But if you want to kind of see what being different is like, because Amy Silverman, she's on a team that very much looks a lot alike, and she was trying to fit in with this blonde hair, very accessorized sort of a look that wasn't her. If you look at her now, she's got tats all up and down, and her husband is all just tattooed and ear pierced and whatever, and she's very, very successful in attracting people who are exactly like her, and she's having fun with it because she can be herself. I remember Doug Moss from corporate saying, he goes to like her team retreats, and you got like the 20-year-olds, maybe 30-year-olds. Most of them are like single or dating, cut off jean shorts that might have holes in them, ear piercing and tattoos. And they have just as much heart and just as much drive and just as much passion as when he goes to like Brigida Linford's team retreat, where they're like moms wearing jeans and t-shirts, and sometimes the kids are there with them and there's babies crying in the background and they're patting them, sometimes they're nursing them, and so it doesn't matter who you are, it matters where your heart is in this business. So sorry, that was a really long tangent, but Amy Silverman is definitely somebody who, if you're like, can I be different, can I be who I am and be successful, she is definitely an example of be who you are and you'll attract your tribe. So moving on, I'm going to do this. Summit takeaways. Okay, fitness coach versus CEO. So at Summit, a lot of the classes are the same, and then they do, I think it was 3 sessions were the same, and then you had an elective. And so you kind of had to pick which course you wanted to take, which track you want to take based on the elective. So I took the elective that was a lot of leadership type classes. And so I was kind of sitting there, and again, I texted Cam and I was like, yep, heard this, post it on social media, don't use a cat picture, be who you are, yada, yada, yada. And not like I wasn't listening, but I was like, I've heard this. I really need something to just drive home, something different. And man, like Vito and Trina Gray just brought it. So I'm going to share my takeaways from that. Also, then I heard principles don't change. Social media is going to change. You're going to have Facebook, or you're going to do the challenge track app, or how you build and brand this might change, but principles in this business never change. And we're going to be talking about the 4 vital behaviors. So CEO fitness coach, what they talked about is that a fitness coach is an independent Team Beachbody coach. You have Team Beachbody coach as your about me in your profile or your page. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is how a lot of us start. We are fitness coaches because we love the programs, we love the products. But there's a difference between being a fitness coach, which is who I was and I've been, and it hasn't, I kind of feel like I ran out of steam in the area, and then an at-home online fitness business CEO. Are you a fitness coach, or are you a fitness business CEO? An online business. And it's actually what skills you learn in Beachbody. Like, I'm remembering now, and that's why I'm taking off and I'm really getting excited, because I'm like, oh, I was teaching small businesses these principles and these ideas and this stuff back after I graduated college, because that's what I did before I became a mom. And so I'm an online business CEO. I can take the principles I'm learning here and I can run it in a fitness business. I can run a video production company business. I can run it in any sort of online business. So you have to decide that you are a fitness coach, but when you mold, and I'm using my notes to make sure I stay on track and really honor your time, but when you mold the fitness coach with the CEO, it's magical. And so the first thing that really, really, this is one thing that they talked about, but this really made sense. Habits of a fitness coach, where you're online all the time, you're overwhelmed, frustrated family, scattered, you're working on the fly. She said that, this is her coach, she posted this, and she actually staged that. You got your kids crawling all over you, and you're answering stuff during lunch, you're trying to and I picture myself, I'm like got my phone in hand. I'm trying to put the spoon in Scout's mouth to feed her, and I'm answering stuff, or I'm on my voice because I can easily talk better while I feed the kids lunch, right? And that's what a fitness coach is all about. Do you think that would fly as like the CEO of Wells Fargo? You know, the CEO of Microsoft, is he sitting there, you know, on his couch with the kids crawling all over him, you know, and you know, do you think that like board meetings, think about how that goes, you know? There has to be a level of a CEO mentality. And a CEO mentality is focused. They follow a business plan. Trina Gray compared it to like when you go to a gym. Like, what if you went to the gym and you're like, hey, I like to take a PIO class, or I'd like to take a step class, and you're like, oh, well, I don't know when the step class is. It just is whenever the teacher comes in. We can call you. You know, like, is that gonna fly at a gym? You know, like, hey, we'd love to like run on the treadmill. Well, I don't know when we're gonna get our treadmills in. I don't even know if we ordered them yet. You know, like, what challenge pack is on sale, right? You're asking, what challenge pack is on sale? Look it up. You're the CEO of your own business. You know, that's like not knowing when your equipment's coming in, right? So highly focused on following a business plan. What are you inviting to right now? When you send out invites today, you better send out invites if you're a CEO of a company or a fitness coach. When you send out invites today, what did you invite them to? When is your challenge group starting? Again, if somebody came in and said, I'd like to take your step class, what time is it? I don't know. I got to think about that, because if I got the PIO class here and I got the insanity class here, and they have a freaking calendar and they know exactly what time things are. And they're going to advertise that. They're going to advertise, this is when our classes are, and it's going to be this whole month. This is what we're doing. So follow a business plan. Know when you're running a free group. Know when you're running a challenge group. Know what you're inviting to. Intense but calm work. You know, sit down and say, okay, now that I know what I'm inviting to, what am I doing? You know, and I've been scattered like that before. I need to figure out challenge group posts. I've got to do my newsletter. I came back like that. And that's why I put this in here, because I was like, I got to do a newsletter. I got to figure out MailChimp. I got to do this Jesse Regan social media training. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this and that. And I was all over the place. I wasn't calm. I was like, no, get on my calendar. What am I doing? And then I worked furiously. I got up and honestly, guys, I fist pumped to Cam and I said, hey, love you, hon. Pull my dirty clothes out of my suitcase. Here's the suitcase. He packed his suitcase. I got in at 9:00 at night Sunday, and he left 5:00 Monday morning. Actually, we both got up at 4:00 Monday morning. And you better believe if I'm up at 4:00 Monday morning, if I'm up at 4:00 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm up at that time. I'm not diddle-daddling because I could be sleeping. So why am I up? I'm focused. You got to be laser focused. You can get stuff done in an hour. If you're going around trying to figure things, this and that and the other. No, you got to have a plan. You got to have the people that you're inviting. You got to have the people you're following up to, working from a list, intense but calm work. Because if you're frantically like, blah, it's going to come across in your invites. It's going to come across in your conversations. It's going to set the tone of the day. So intense, focus, but calm. Set office hours. Cam has been gone this week. I can't be working through the day. I can't be working through dinner. I got to know dinner time here, what's going on. And honestly, I didn't sign up for a business that I'm running for I'm not doing 40-hour business. I don't want that. So I'm going to set timers. And I set timers, and you have to honor that. And so that when that timer goes off, I played Uno, I played Go Fish, I played Blink, I played a puzzle, I crawled around with Scout. She's starting to figure out walking with my hands. Like, I played with the kids. My phone was on airplane mode, guys. My phone was on airplane mode. A lot of people go, I have the Apple Watch. People are like, oh my gosh, you're plugged in all the time. No, I don't have any apps on this. I don't have any apps on this. The only thing I get is text and phone calls. That way then I can get text and phone calls from Canon. And actually, I have it set to my, when you're in airplane mode on your phone, You only get texts and phone calls from the people in your favorites list and your iPhone. Android probably does it too. It's only the important people I talk to if I need to. It's been the best thing ever. There's a plug for Apple Watch. Best thing ever. I'm on airplane mode. That's why you guys don't hear from me. I am very purposeful. When I'm on, I'm on. When I'm not, I'm with the kids. And my kids know when that timer goes off, it is them. I'm not here on the phone going, hold on, let me finish this email. Now, if they're up, their wake up time is 7 a.m. If they're up before 7 a.m., I go back to bed. It's not time to see you yet. Let me finish this. Sorry, Dale. But my kids know that when that timer goes off and they hear it, they know what timer it's from the Curious George 3, Up for Anything. It's an awesome song. Go get it on the thing. That's their Up for Anything. They know that is when mom is ready to play. Now, when I am working, they know it is reading time, it is playing time, and they better be quiet. Because mom has 1 hour every day. If they can't independently play for 1 hour at ages, Gigi sometimes comes. She's 3. So I allow for her to grab grapes or whatever. But at 6 and 8 for 1 hour, if they can't independently play, then you gotta get like Parenting with Love and Logic or some sort of parenting book. Kids should be able to play by themselves for 1 hour. It's good for them. I promise you. It's good for them. It's good for you. And then again, no distractions. So when I am working, I'm working for my list. I don't have my chat on. Turn that friggin' chat on your Facebook off. You are in charge of who you're talking to. Don't get that little notification world thing on Facebook. Don't click that. That's going to pull you into other people's agenda, and that's the idea too, is that when I very first get up, I do my scriptures, I do my personal development, and I do my workout. I don't log into Facebook. I don't touch my phone. My rule is I don't touch my phone until I do my journal. I do the stuff to take care of myself because my phone has other people's agenda on it. So no distractions. Work from your list. And then no fluff. I loved this. Oh gosh, I just even forgot her name. She was at the Ignite, Morgan. She runs 2 franchises and a Beachbody business. And for the past 3 years, she's been in the top 20 for coaching. And she said, here's the deal. She's like, for this session, they wanted her logo, her team name, her logo, and her colors to be able to put on a slide. She's like, why what? Okay, top 20 coach for the past 3 years. Million club. They're not millionaires. They have accumulated $1 million. I don't know what they've done with their money. They may be millionaires, not. Has earned $1 million in Beachbody. Top 20 coach 3 years in a row. Top 10 last year. And she doesn't have a team name, a logo, or colors. She said, I don't have time to think of a team name or logo or colors. I'm too busy inviting and following up, running my challenge groups. Who has time to do that? I got Morgan's PS Coaches. That's my group name. That's all you need. And I was like, dang, so true. So true. I don't work on my Facebook ads. I don't work on anything else. And until I've done the 4 vital behaviors, no fluff. No fluff. Guys, Facebook page name, your team name, all this other stuff, making pictures look pretty. Guys, I don't want you to run a pretty business. I want you to run a successful business. And a successful business includes invites, follow-ups, doing your personal development, getting your workout in, and then recognizing the people who are stars in your life. Like, that has hit me so hard. This business is so simple. So simple. All this other stuff is how you're going to put your own tweaks and twists and things on it. But if you don't have those core things done, all this other stuff doesn't matter. All this other stuff is built on a sandy foundation. It's going to fall. Things are going to get tough. Times are going to get hard. And your business will fall. The core vital behaviors. So that is what I learned from the habits of a fitness coach and the habits of a CEO. And that's why you guys have seen me. I'm stepping my game up. I am a CEO. I am not a Beachbody fitness coach. I'm not a health and wellness coach. I am a freaking CEO of the Force Fitness business. Force Fitness is my business, and it is going big. And I am the CEO of that. I happen to use Beachbody programs and Beachbody products because I don't have time to go get my personal trainer certificate and my nutrition certificate. And why would I when I got world-class trainers and world-class nutrition handed to me in a box with a bow tie to pass on to somebody else? That's how Beachbody works for me. I have a business, and I am grateful Beachbody is allowing me to use their programs that work, their nutrition that works, Shakeology that works, in a box with a bow. I guess it doesn't have a bow. I'm going to send people bows now to pass on to somebody else because I don't have time to pay. I don't have time or the money to pay $7,000 to go get a certification in personal training and nutrition when I got it right there, something that works. So what business are you the CEO of? You don't work for Beachbody. You work for yourself. You own a business. And if you don't want to own a business, then own up to that. Say, I don't want to own a business right now. I'm going to work out. I'm going to take care of myself. If somebody asks me what I'm doing, great. But if you want to own a business, you better act like you're a CEO. And I love what Morgan had said. She said, don't fake it till you make it, because then you're faking and then you can't be real and authentic and you feel icky. Act as if. Act as if you run a multi-million-dollar business. Act as if you took out a $100,000 loan to run this business. Act as if you have a few thousand people who are also running their business and they're looking to you as a leader. Act as if you have a few 100,000 people who are trying to get fit and healthy and they need your help. Act as if, because you are. That was just like, I was struggling, and I went through this class, and I knew that this was going to be a very, very different summit for me. And it was completely different than any of the summits I've been to. It's actually it was different than what all the others on the team and many others that I've talked to went through. It was huge. It was life-changing. So the idea is principles don't change. Guys, I started out, we didn't have challenge packs. We didn't have the online office. We didn't have training. It was, here's P90X, here's Insanity, sell the program. There wasn't even any residual income. There was no Shakeology. You didn't make money unless you sold the program or you got somebody else on as a coach, and then you got the volume and you got the bonus paid off the volume. That's always been the compensation plan. But there was no residual at all. There was no challenge packs, no nothing. And I didn't have an upline to learn from. So I was trying to figure out what to do, and I learned these principles, and I realized I knew these principles, and they are the product of the product, and personal development, inviting and recognition. Those things will never change. Those things will never change. You got to commit. We talked about this in our Team Cup group. Like, what program are you committing to? Start to finish. Carl Deichler challenged us. Start to finish. What program are you committing to? And do the people who are following you know you're doing that program and you're committing to it? If you aren't doing a product, that's when things get salesy. That's when things get salesy, because that's when you're talking about all the stuff that you aren't doing. You're not walking the talk. You can't share. You can't share a story if you're not creating one and you're not living one. It's a product of the product, because then it also helps you because you feel excited. You feel excited to share. Join me. Not buy this product, but join me. Then personal development. Guys, if you aren't doing personal development, then you're not a CEO of your business. Because things like Sarah Hatch said, they're going to get hard. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But personal development, you change. You can't run a business at a higher level until you step up into the higher level. You can't lead people into a higher level unless you're up there. You can't reach for them and bring them up if you're down here struggling. And that's one thing that Shay Stanford talked about, where she said, you don't do personal development when times get tough. That's like paying for your electric bill after the lights have gone off. You know, you pay, you invest, and you do it she said, you do personal development on consistency, on patience, and on confidence. Those are the three things. If you're struggling in this business, if you're struggling in life, it has something to do with one of those three. Either you're not confident enough, you're not consistent enough, or you're not patient enough. And Gary Vee talked about that too. That's why everything in the summit, like, connected. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's all connecting. Everybody was saying things exactly the same way. Okay, not the same words in different ways. And just like, bam, 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 bam. I was like, I got it. I know what this summit's all about. Personal development, you've got to do that. And you've got to, I don't know, Benjamin Franklin, whoever said, you've got to work on yourself. If you're supposed to cut down a tree, take 4 hours sharpening the saw, it'll take an hour to cut down the tree. Sharpen your saw every single day. Get Audible. When you're getting dressed, get your workout clothes. Turn on YouTube and find some awesome, people are like, I can't afford. YouTube has everything. Look up an awesome motivational video. And then inviting. Okay, here's the deal. Like, you're doing your workout, you're posting about your workout. Inviting doesn't have to be hard. Are you reaching out to people? Hey, how are you? Thanks for liking my photo about the kids. How are you? What's going on? People are like, I don't know who to invite. Who liked your photo from this morning? It doesn't have to be a workout photo. Reach out to them. Say thank you. It's a thank you economy. Thank them for supporting you. Thank them for comment. Gary Vee said, don't ever let a comment or a like go unnoticed. You send that person a message. Anybody who likes your photos, you send them a message. Anybody who comments, you comment back, and then you send them a message saying thank you. And those are reach outs. Those birthdays on Facebook, everybody's posting on their wall, send them a message. Text them, call them if you got their number. Be different. Don't post so that it gets mixed up in 300 other people's posts on their wall. Send them a message. Send them a voice message on top of that. Say, hey, I'm so excited it's your birthday. I hope it's an awesome day. I want to send you a message so that I made sure you got it, but I'm thinking about you. Obviously, Facebook told me it was your birthday. I'm actually really grateful that Facebook does that because I am so wanting to connect with you and find out how you are. Tell me what's going on in life. They talk back to you. And they say, hey, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, I just got back from this summit. Or, oh my gosh, kids are getting ready to go back to school and I'm trying to stick with my fitness workout programs and I'm running this online accountability group and rocking that, but definitely staying busy. Bring it up. Don't be afraid to bring it up. And sometimes conversations go dead and people get stuck. They're like, oh, what do I do? Like, this conversation isn't going anywhere. Then you know what? You say, you don't let that conversation die. Carl Dweckler talked about that. What was the girl's name? Lisa he used or whatever he used. He's like, you care about that person. And you say, hey, well, I'm running this group. I'm starting another one. I don't know if this is for you. That's why I love voice messages. So I do. I say, hey, I have out of the blue, I don't know if this is for you. It might not be, but maybe you might know somebody who it could be for. I'm trying to make sure I get my routine down and I try to make the best of the last of this summer. And I want to make sure I get my routine down before the kids go to school. I know it's a busy time, but I'm running this online boot camp. It's a lot of fun. We're holding each other accountable. There's a $3 million pot that you can be a part of. And you know what? This really super convenient superfood shake, like with us being so busy, it's a godsend and I'm so grateful for it. I don't know. Do you want to learn more? Do you want to hear more? Would you be interested? Do you know anybody who would be? Can I send you some more information? Not, do you want to join me? Because they can't say yes or no. They don't know enough information. Do you want to learn more? That's the next question. Yes or no, sort of deal. And stop worrying about what they think. You know that you care for them. And you know that coaching has changed your life. Anybody here who has had coaching not change their life? Anybody sitting here on the call upset that I asked them if they want to join my challenge group? Anybody pissed off that I invited them to coach? Anybody just absolutely downright just ticked that they are coaching? So why would you think that anybody would feel otherwise, right? Okay, and then recognition. Oh my gosh, recognize the awesomeness in this world because heaven knows there's not enough of it. Can't say more about, I can go on more about that, but we'll cut that short. Okay, so here's the simple, invite to conversation. And invite to a free group. What that free group is, making yours, that's where you get to put the twist and have fun on it. I'm going to be starting a personal development group. Because heaven knows I love personal development. I'm going to attract my tribe. I'm going to do a running group, a virtual running group. Because I love running. I'm going to be doing a back to school healthy lunches free group. Because I got kids. Who am I attracting? Moms Runners who love personal development. Who am I? I'm a mom or a runner and I love personal development. Who are you? Run that free group like it's yours. Invite to a free group. 30-day Beachbody On Demand for free. Think about it. Beachbody On Demand. Try all. You know what? Have you heard about all these Beachbody programs but aren't sure which one is the right one for you? Guess what? You can try it for free. You get the nutrition guide. You get this really cool Fixate cooking show that is going to show you how to cook all these good recipes because we know nutrition is the hardest thing. It's on demand. It's free. You have to see what you like and what you don't like for the first 30 days. Does that sound like something that you could really try out? Oh, we're in a free Beachbody On Demand group. It's jam-packed with thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of stuff for free for 30 days. Then you invite to a challenge group. Take it to the next level. Come on. Put some skin in the game. Let's invest in you. Let's get you healthy. Let's do it together. And then, man, you are rocking this group. Have you ever considered doing what I do? I think you'd be awesome. A compliment. Really? You do? You think I would be good? Hello. Simple. Simple, 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 simple. Okay? You're not inviting to an MLM, a scam. You're not asking them for money. You're inviting them to do what you're doing. If you don't like what you're doing, don't coach. Okay? Don't coach. Okay? Let's see. This is my advice. Wrapping it up. I love this quote. Don't judge success on results, judge success on your work ethic. At the end of the day, okay, I don't want you to dog it. But whether or not you hit Success Club, whether or not you rank advance, whether or not somebody joined your challenge group, whether or not, you lost weight, whether or not you ate healthy the whole way, whatever the result is, that's not your success. Your success is your work ethic. How much effort did you put into it? Did you invite everybody you could think of? A+. Go to bed satisfied. Did you do your best in your workout? A+. Go to bed satisfied. Your success is dependent on your work ethic. I do not want my kids to ever think I dogged life. They're not going to look and go, Mom, you're a 5-star diamond coach. Woo! They go, man, Mom, you're super fit, and it's awesome that you're out there playing with us. Thanks. Wow, Mom, you worked really hard to give us everything that we wanted, and I really appreciate that. They don't care about rank advance. They don't care about, Success Club. They care about what they see you doing. Pass that work ethic onto them. And then I love what Christine Dwyer said. You can't just have goals. You have to have deep gut meaning behind what you're doing. That's a deep gut meaning. When you start asking yourself, why am I doing this? Because your goals are going to come and go. You're going to meet your goals and you're not. You got to ask yourself, why am I coaching? I want to help people. Well, no, that's what you're going to do as a coach. Why do you want to coach? Well, I want to make money. No, that's what you're going to do as a coach. Why do you want to coach? Well, I want to be able to provide financial freedom for my family. No, that's what you're going to do as a coach. Why? Why is totally different than what I'm going to do. There's a difference between your goals and your why. Why did you sign up as a coach? I want to help people. Lottie freaking da, you don't have to be a coach to do that. That's not going to help you get through the crappy time when everybody says no. When you want to help people and nobody that you're asking wants your help. Why are you going to still ask the next person? Why? So when you write down your why, say, is that a what or is that a why? What is the deep gut meaning behind what you're doing? My meaning is that I want to live a life where I have deep connection with people. I'm a great connector. I can connect people to people. I can connect people to solutions, and I connect with people. I'm connected to my God. I've got connected relationships. I live a life where I am connected. I am connected to the world, not my phone, not my devices. I'm connected to people. And I am connected to people because I nourish. I want to nourish my body, my mind, my heart, my soul. I do that by nourishing the friendships around me. I nourish my goals and my dreams. I hold them sacred and I let them grow and I nourish them. And by doing that, I empower the people around me to be able to make decisions for themselves to finally feel confident in who they are. Because I believed in them. And I do it for myself. I do it for my kids. My kids think they can do anything. I've got Gigi is the white ninja. She's on American Ninja Warrior already, and she's climbing Mount Midoriyama as a 3-year-old. Scooter's deep sea diving for treasure so then he can also become a volcanologist. And Andy, well, you know what? She is going to fight Darth Vader. My kids are empowered to think they can do anything. And I want them to believe that for as long as possible. And I never want them to think that mom didn't think I could. My husband, you guys, and myself. That's my deep meaning for why I get up so early in the morning. What is your deep meaning? What is your deep meaning in why you do what you do? Because I promise you, if you find that, you will have a lot of people. You'll reach your fitness goals. You'll make a paycheck that is going to be mind-blowing, so then you can pay it forward to other people. But you got to have that why. Inviting moves your business forward. Being a product of the product moves you forward. A recognition, you bring others forward. You've got to have all three to have a fulfilling life. You've got to have all three. Last thing is to become an unstoppable force. I talked about this on my page. Guys, force comes from focus on real, consistent effort. That's all it takes. It doesn't take this huge leap off the mountainside, flying blindly, growing wings as you fall down. It just takes one step after the other, one step after the other, one step after the other. Sounds like a train, right? Well, I read about a train. There's a job called the fireman. And his job is to shovel the coal in a steam engine. And he has to shovel. And these shovel worths are about 15 pounds. And he has to do 3 to 4 every 40 seconds to even get the wheels to start creaking. Just to get them to start. You've seen it? They're just like, and sometimes they go forward and then they lurch back, and forward and back, and forward and back. And the cars kind of bump each other as they start to move. And it's not smooth. It's hard. It's meticulous and it's monotonous. And every 40 seconds, he's got to shovel 15 pounds 3 to 4 times. And if he stops, because the way it works, and the steam releases, and that helps to, all these technical terms, but it starts to get the wheels going. But if he doesn't do it, there's no steam, and the engine goes, he has to start from square one. He has to start all over again. It makes all the other work completely pointless. So he keeps going, and he keeps going, and he keeps going, and his arms are burning just as much as the fire's burning, and he's got to keep going. But after a while, he can move it to every minute, every 2 minutes, every 3 minutes, and then every 4 minutes. And every 4 minutes, he does 3 to 4 shovels. He does a shovel a minute. Sounds a lot more easier, right? But when he's doing it 3 to 4 times every 3 to 4 minutes, that train is going full speed, full momentum, and it can plow through walls of steel. It is unstoppable. It is so hard in the very beginning, but after you make a habit and a discipline, it becomes easier. It becomes easier. It does. But you are going full force, and that's why, because you are unstoppable. A no doesn't stop you. The number on the scale doesn't stop you. Somebody saying that's a pyramid scheme doesn't stop you. You don't know who to invite? You go find who to invite. You invest in a social media training. You invest in Instagram. You go into YouTube and learn how to do something different. You are unstoppable, and nothing stops you. Last thing I'm leaving you with is Lindsay Matway and the Superstar Diamond Training. I needed to hear this because they said, oh my gosh, she has built a 15-star diamond business 4 times. She is a multi-millionaire in this company in 4 years. Maybe 5, 4 years. Multi-millionaire. Like, completely no worries there, right? Lots of people. She said, sitting there, she said, because they said, how is it building a 15-star diamond for the 4th time? Like, how hard was that? And she said, honestly, not hard at all. My first time going to 15 star was pretty hard. But honestly, trying to get to $500 a week was the hardest, because I was hit with all the negative thoughts, all the limiting ideas, and all the limiting thoughts, and all the objections, and all the habits that I had, the bad habits I created. I was hit with those trying to get to just $500 a week. And I had to confront those. And that was the hardest thing for me to do. Building a 15-star multi-million-dollar business for the fourth time, not hard compared to that. It is the hardest in the beginning. And she said, you are in the beginning and you don't stop. Because when you get to that, your problems are compounded. We look at all these people and we're like, oh my gosh, they have it so easy. And she's like, guys, she said, I had a person sign up. It was Superstar. It was the first day. So Thursday, she said, I had a person sign up on Tuesday. And on the plane ride over here, Tuesday morning, so on the plane ride over here, that Tuesday night, less than 24 hours, the person wrote back and said, you know what? I was looking through stuff and I decided that I'm not going to do it. This isn't for me. I don't think this is going to work. To Lindsay Matway. 4 15-star diamond coach, most successful business in the network, top coach. And somebody writes her and says, from this morning to now, I turned in my cancellation papers. I'm quitting. I'm not doing. I want to get my $40 back. I don't think this is gonna work. She said I had to laugh. I could only laugh. So that's all I can do now. I can only laugh and pray for that person that they don't like go nuts realizing what they just did to themselves. Guys, I love you. I believe in you guys. I believe in every single one of you. I know we are an amazing team. I'm going to stop this show you so I can look at you guys in the face. Where'd you guys go? Wait, I lost you guys. Come back. There you guys are. I know you can do this. It takes consistency. It takes habit. It takes discipline. But I know each one of you, so I know each one of you can do this. It's just a matter of having patience and working hard, sticking with the principles, sticking with the 4 vital behaviors, and then adding your flair to it. I'm going to close this off because I went over time, but I just want to say thank you guys for showing up for your business and then in return supporting me. And we're going to have some more summit recaps from all the others who went to summit. But again, if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, I'm going to post that. I'm also going to be posting, I have a friend who captured Gary Vee's training because last year the keynote speaker, they did not post it. They kept it because of rights. They kept it secret. And so I'm going to post that. He does have a mouth on him. Just a little bit. Okay. Horrible mouth on him, but he is a multimillionaire who's going to be buying the New York Jets. So he can do whatever he wants, right? So I'm going to post that in the group so you guys can watch that. There's 2 parts to it. I highly recommend it because he dropped some truth bombs. He holds nothing back. He has absolute, complete, no respect for anybody unless they show him that they deserve his respect. So he holds nothing back. So with that, I'm going to stop recording.